Hello and good morning, dears. Oh God, look at my hair. That's an absolute state if I've ever seen one. Oh, and I need a shave. Anyway, so a lot of you have been asking me what exactly do I do when I'm not in drag, because most of you have only ever seen me in drag doing the shows on TikTok, on Instagram, and obviously YouTube and all the other bits and pieces. And quite a few of you have said, well, what do you do when you're not Camilla? What do you do out of drag, basically? How do you live without lipstick, wigs, and frocks? So let me show you a day in my life, just as plain old me. It's not very interesting, boys and girls, but you've asked for it, so you're gonna get it. So the first thing I usually do, boys and girls, is make myself a cup of tea, because quite honestly, I can't function without something warm and wet inside me at the beginning of the day. So I've been downstairs, I've had a cup of tea. Quite frankly, seeing me boil a kettle and drinking a cup of tea is not in the slightest bit interesting by anybody's standards. So that's why I didn't film it. So next thing on my agenda is to get on my bike, as they say, because we're all in lockdown. My hair, honest to God, maybe I should put a wig on and hide this. Because we're all in lockdown and we can't go anywhere or do anything, we're all confined to our houses. I'm currently shielding because I've got a heart condition. That's why you'll never see me do a slut drop or a death drop or anything like that, because the chances are it'll set something else off with me, and I don't need any more medical issues in my life. So I'm currently shielding at the moment, and as a result, I can't go. Well, I can go out, boys and girls. Of course, I can. You know, I've got legs and a brain. Of course, I can go out and get fresh air and things like that. But the advice is, for those who are clinically extremely vulnerable, is to shield and to not go out, apart from one form of exercise a day. Now, I've got the dog, as you all know, so we go out, and because we live out in the countryside, there's plenty of places to go out and walk and everything like that. So I go out with the dog once a day anyway. But I got myself this exercise bike, you see, at the beginning of the first lockdown, because they told us it was going to be for 12 weeks, so 3 whole months. And I thought, I can't not do any exercise for 3 months, because anybody who knows anything about heart health knows that you've got to keep it going, boys and girls. You've got to keep it healthy. So I got myself an exercise bike, and this is what I do of a morning now. Once I've had a cup of tea and checked the news and found out what a shit world we live in once again, I come up here and do 20 minutes on the exercise bike, burn a few calories, and that's me done for the day until the dog needs to go out. So I'm going to crack on with this, and I will see you in the next segment. Over and out. Right, dears, that is the workout all done and dusted for one day. Oh, I am absolutely knackered. So, a quick shout. Oh, look at those wigs, look. First wig, second wig, first wig, second wig. And that bag is just full of old tat. Which is Camilla's wardrobe, really. So, I'm going to get a quick shower. Will I have a shave? Oh, I don't know. I might do, I might not. But I'm going to get ready anyway, so I will see you downstairs for, another cup of tea. Welcome back, boys and girls. Right, the kettle has just clicked It's boiled, so let's make another cup of tea. Let me just stand that in there. Can you see me? Of course you can. But don't I scrub up well as a man anyway? I don't do too bad as a woman either, but yeah. So the exercise is all done for the day. I've showered, changed, looking half decent. So I just got to get on with the rest of the day, and I'll be honest, there's not a huge amount to do. I've got to walk the dog because she's not with the mother-in-law today, so we'll go out in a little while. Sorry, I'm just nursing my tea bag. So yeah, I've got to walk the dog, I'll cook a bit of lunch. I've got some work to do on the computer, some kind of promotional work. I've got some writing to do. Bear with me 2 ticks. I've just grabbed the milk. Don't go anywhere. And then it's just a case of kind of killing time and just seeing what happens. The trouble is with this lockdown, because everywhere's closed and we can't go anywhere or do anything, it doesn't really leave you much option to kind of to fill your day. And because I'm not working at the moment, then it just makes it even more kind of challenging in a way. But we do what we can, don't we? We just get on with it. But a few of you have asked some questions, so I will get straight to them. So a few of you have asked a few questions, mainly on TikTok, because that's where I tend to do a lot of my live shows. I don't know why, is the honest answer, because every time I do, all I seem to do is just attract trolls. It seems to be a popular thing on TikTok. The trolls seem to gravitate towards people's live streams. Oh, someone's having a delivery. And they just spam their comment section with abuse. But occasionally I do get, some genuine questions. One of them being, am I a Muslim for some reason? Now, there's nothing wrong with Muslims. There's nothing wrong with being a Muslim. But I'm just not one of them. So no, I'm not. So for those who are religiously curious, I'm a Catholic. Not a very good Catholic. I'm not a practicing Catholic, but I'm Catholic. So that answers that, I hope. Another one I get asked quite a lot is if I'm trans. No, I'm not trans. I was born a man. I shall stay a man. I've got no desire to change my sex. So no, I'm not trans. Again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being transgender, and I fully support trans rights. I'm just not part of that community. I am a drag queen, so I do what I do for entertainment purposes. Somebody did say to me yesterday, "Oh, you're just making a mockery of women, and it's an insult to women." Well, in a way, that's what drag is about. For me, anyway. I mean, drag means different things to different people, but for me personally, and the type and for me personally, the type of drag that I do, and the style that I do, it is kind of a piss take to women. It's a caricature. It's an over exaggeration of what you think a woman should be or how a woman should act. That's kind of part of traditional drag culture, or that's how I see it anyway. Because a lot of the old school drag queens will put on really elaborate makeup and big hair and lots of jewels and eyelashes and big bouffant dresses and feather bows and things like that. And no, no woman actually went round looking like that, unless they were, some kind of Hollywood actress, like Mae West, someone like that. You kind of, everyday kind of woman didn't generally walk around like that. And generally speaking, they don't now. So that kind of style is just, I think it's an exaggeration of kind of old school femininity. And I don't think there's anything wrong or insulting about that. At least, the women that I speak to don't find it insulting. My mother doesn't find it insulting, and my 3 sisters don't find it insulting in any way. In fact, they find it quite humorous and quite entertaining. So that, I hope that's kind of put that one to bed. Another question I get asked is why do I do drag? Why do I do what I do? Well, firstly, I don't do it for a living. It's not how I earn my keep in life. I do another job. I just do this basically to entertain people. It's a form of entertainment. Drag is something I always wanted to do from kind of an early age when I started going out onto the gay scene. It was something that always interested me, something that fascinated me, and I always wanted to do it. It was just that the opportunity never really presented itself for me to do it. It was only because lockdown came last year that gave me the chance and the opportunity to do it, because I was shut away indoors. I couldn't go anywhere or see anyone or do anything. So it seemed like a really good time to do what I always wanted to do, and that's what I did. And thankfully, touch wood, it seems to have ticked all the boxes and taken off and become quite a positive thing, and a lot of people seem to enjoy what I do. So I just keep continuing to do it. Would I carry on doing it? Yes, definitely. Would I like to make a job out of it and a career? Possibly, if the right opportunity came along. I'm not much of a singer or a dancer. I'm more of a comedy type queen, but by no means am I a stand-up comedian. I would put myself more as kind of a host rather than like an act, if that makes sense. So I quite like working with crowds. I work well with crowds and feed off of the energy of other people and that sort of thing. So as a performer, I think my talents are fairly limited in that respect. But as somebody who can host an event or a party and work with a crowd, that's something I know I could do, and something I'd very much like to do. So I hope that's answered a few of those questions. I'll get back to some more questions a little bit later on in the video, but for the time being, I'm going to drink this tea before it gets cold. I think I might watch a bit of telly, and then I need to walk the dog. She needs her exercise and her fresh air just as much as I do. See you soon. Right, we're back again, boys and girls. Okie dokie, so let's take this bloody dog for a walk. Right, got a lead. So I've been upstairs. I've done a bit of writing. Nothing too nothing too strenuous. But a bit of writing. I've come downstairs. I've started getting dinner ready. I'm doing a roast lamb tonight, roast leg and lamb. I started getting the marinade and things like that ready, and found out that I've got no rosemary, so I need to go out into the garden and get the rosemary. And considering I'm going out anyway, I might as well take the dog with me, so I get everything locked up. Oh, it's starting to rain. I'll have to take a coat. Right. Just go for a walk. Walkies. A walk? Yeah? Come on then. Come on. She can move when she wants to. Right. Don't go anywhere. Well, boys and girls, we are out for our walk. There's the dog. She has to be the most disobedient dog I have ever known. She won't come when she's supposed to come. She won't sit. She won't do anything unless she really wants to, and half the time she's just like her owner. She doesn't want to, so she doesn't do it, which is a pain in the ass. But there we go. I've just literally had to drag her from our house just up to our village pub and then back again. She seems to know the way home pretty well though, because she gets a sudden spring in her step when we're heading home. Oh, there we go. She's old. She's 15 now, which is what's 7 times 15 or 15 times 7? It's a lot, isn't it? I'm not really good at maths, but it's a lot. So in dog years, she's quite old, so you've got to make excuses. But she wears me out something chronic. Right, boys and girls, we are back from our walk. Thank God, because that was exhausting. That little dog of mine, I mean, she may only be a small Jack Russell, but she is hard work. So I'm going to get on with tonight's dinner. As we all know, I do like to cook. So I've got this leg of lamb, or half leg of lamb, and I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. And I've put in a pestle and mortar 3 cloves of black smoked garlic, some cumin, some salt, some pepper, and some olive oil, and some parsley and a bit of mint. I'm just going to add to that some rosemary as well, fresh rosemary from the garden here at Camilla Towers. So put that in. I don't overdo rosemary too much because it can taste a little soapy. So if you have too much of it, so it is quite a strong flavour. So mash all of that in. Oh, lovely smell. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add to it now. This could fuck the whole thing up completely, but I'm kind of hoping it's not going to. Is just add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Is that Dijon mustard? Yeah, Dijon mustard. And just see what that does. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub all of this onto the lamb and then just let that kind of sit and marinate until I cook it later on tonight. I just roast that in the oven and that's dinner sorted. Might have it sliced with some in like a pita bread or something. You try and keep it a little bit healthy. I mean, you can't have roast potatoes with everything, can you? I mean, well, you can, but you just won't live very long. Anyway, boys and girls, I'm going to get on with this. So I will see you in the next segment. So the one downside to lockdown and being stuck at home all day is housework. It's got to be done. A house doesn't clean itself, and considering I'm here all day, I might as well get on and do it. Right, now that's over. That is done and dusted until, I don't know, tomorrow. So what I thought I would do is I will show you where Camilla lives, because loads of people have said, you know, oh, can we see your dresses? Can we see this? Can we see that? So I thought, well, why not? So there are the wigs, as you can see. So let me just sorry, this isn't the best thing. I'll just take this in here. This is where I keep the majority of my bits and pieces. So this is our spare room, by the way. So makeup box there. I'll dive into that in a little while, and let me just get the other wig. This was Camilla's. This is actually my second wig. Wasn't the first. The first was the kind of the grey spiky one, and then I moved on to kind of the Dolly Parton. And then the beehive. I think the beehive has been kind of the best one so far. So let me just get these bits down as well, because I'll have a route through all of this. So bear with me 2 ticks. So here we are in our spare room, my spare room. And I just thought I'd get the wigs and that down. So I keep everything in this room because it's a spare room, so why not? So the wigs were actually in my bedroom, but I suppose I could keep them here. But that's the beehive wig that obviously you will all have seen. I mean, this isn't styled at all. It was a cheap wig that I got from a party shop in Bath, and it literally just come off the shelf, out the packet, and onto this wig head. Smells of hair lacquer. I've tried styling it, but I'm not a hairdresser, and I don't know the first thing about styling wigs, but I just try and keep it in shape by keeping it on the stand, and every now and then I'll just kind of give it a light brush and a spray with some hair lacquer just to try and keep its shape. But the trouble is with wigs like this, because they're cheap, they're not kind of like the best quality. So if you brush them too much, you get a lot of the hair, which is obviously synthetic, comes out, and before you know it, you got clumps of hair, and I don't want that, because I want them to last. But that's the beehive anyway. That's the one that I mainly wear. I am going to order another wig in the next few weeks, which I'm going to ask my sister to style for me, which is going to be a lot better than this. It's a lot more expensive than this. I think this was about 10 or 11 quid. So you get what you pay for. This one is the second wig I wore. Again, smells of hair lacquer. Again, this isn't style. This was a cheap wig off of Amazon, and I kind of got this at the start of like my drag career, if you like. Again, it's not styled. It's literally out of the box onto a wig head, and occasionally I run a bit of a brush through it and try and do something with some hair lacquer. But that's the dolly wig. I've been asking my sister to try and style them, but you know what it's like. Right, put that on the edge there. So underneath my clothing, this is what I wear to give me my chest. So you got tights there, but it is this top. Now, last year or the year before, seems so long ago now, I went to a party dressed in drag as Freddie Mercury. So I got this outfit, and it's an all-in-one outfit. And if you've seen the video for I Want to Break Free, you'll know the kind of style that I'm talking about. But it comes with its own set of sponge boobs. So this is what I do. I wear. I don't have a bra. I don't have a breastplate or anything like that. I literally put this on and then position the sponge boobs where I want them to be, and then it fastens up at the back, and that's it. I then put this over the pink undergarment, and this is just a cheap, stretchy leopard print turtleneck top. Long sleeves as well. I prefer long sleeves because then you don't have to shave or pluck anything then. So that's that. And then I started off obviously with this skirt, this elasticated leopard print skirt. But as time had gone on and I developed Camilla, I thought she deserved a bit of class. So that's when I got the kind of the poncho, if you like, this kind of, well, it's like a shawl, isn't it? But just that. So that goes over the polo neck shirt, and then there's the leopard print leggings, and that's Camilla's current outfit. That's the original wig. You remember that? That was the original wig. This was before I even got makeup. I had this wig and some like fake clip-on earrings and the Freddie Mercury thing. Oh, I was wondering where that would go. Scrunchy. And I just basically put this on and then use the makeup filters on TikTok to give me the makeup. But then I decided, well, I need to do this and do it properly. So I got myself, obviously, the curly wig and a makeup kit. So that was kind of Camilla's origins and where we are now. And then this was the leopard print dress that I got, that you've probably seen me wear. Again, a cheap buy off of Amazon. It was quite comfortable. The only trouble is that I got the sizes wrong, and it broke. It split at the back, so that's knackered now. I could get it fixed, but to be fair, it was so cheap. It's not worth it. To get it fixed would actually cost more than what the dress was. So that is, Camilla's wardrobe. It's not big and it's not extensive as some drag queens have, but I'm working on the collection, if you like. Wig caps as well. I only kind of bought them because my hair is getting quite long, because I haven't been able to get it cut. I thought, you know, wig caps are the best way to keep my own hair out my face when doing makeup and that. So there are those, and then there's the makeup case. Now, most of the makeup that I've got is just cheap makeup from the pound shop, is the honest answer. One question that I do get asked is, where do you get your makeup from, or what would you recommend? And if you're just starting out in drag, then just get some cheap makeup. Let me just get the camera and I will show you exactly. So that is the makeup. So where Camilla keeps her face. So, and it's just cheap and cheerful stuff, like I said, that I get from the pound shop, because, you know, I'm not a professional drag queen. You know, I don't do this for a living. I do it, you know, just as a bit of a laugh, and, you know, as a bit of a way of kind of entertainment, really. So I don't see the kind of the need at this stage to spend hundreds of pounds on wigs and dresses and makeup and all the rest of it. Should this develop further and I do get to kind of make some kind of a living out of this, then obviously, yeah, I will buy more expensive and elaborate clothing and better wigs and better makeup. But for the minute, this stuff does exactly what I need it to do. You know, it's cheap and affordable, and it looks just as good as anything else. You know, it does me for what I want, and for the style of drag that I do, it ticks all the boxes at the minute. So if you're just starting off in drag, then I would recommend that you just start low, start cheap and cheerful. Get a couple of wigs off of Amazon for, you know, a tenner each, if that. You know, couple of dresses at round about the same cost, and some makeup from the pound shop, and just have an experiment and a feel and see what you like and what you don't like. You'll soon realise whether this is something for you or not. You'll either absolutely love it and take to it like a duck to water, or you'll think it's just too much time and effort and you're not really interested. So that's why I say just start off with the cheaper stuff first. Don't go all guns blazing and spend hundreds of pounds on wigs and makeup and shoes and that, when you haven't really given it a chance or given it a go properly. So I hope that's kind of satisfied some curiosities and answered a few questions. So yeah, that's basically it. You know, 2 wigs and a couple of dresses. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I've got at the moment. So that was a day in my life, boys and girls. Not hugely interesting, I know, but it's, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Hopefully when the lockdown's over with and we can get back out and about, I'll be able to, you know, produce some more kind of interesting content. But for now, I think what I'll probably stick to doing is producing videos of me in drag, because obviously I can do endless things with that, really. But I mean, what time is it? It's 10 to 4 now, so the only thing that I'm gonna do is put the dinner on, and there's not much interest in seeing me stick a leg of lamb in the oven, is there? Let's be honest with you. Uh, my other half is due home any minute now anyway, so we'll probably spend the evening watching telly. So and that'll be it, and then we'll have dinner, go to bed, and then get up and do it all again tomorrow. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and if you want to leave a comment, please by all means leave a comment. I'd like nothing more than to read comments. And yeah, that's it really. Give the video a share if you wanna share. I don't know how you really share a video on YouTube, but you know, apparently it's something that they do. So yeah, give it a like, a share, follow, subscribe, whatever. Leave a comment, and don't forget you can follow me on all my other social medias as well. So there's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, TikTok. So just put my name into any of those kind of websites and I'll pop up like a bad penny. But until then, dears, you look after yourself, stay safe, stay well, be kind to each other, all that usual shit, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.